Give me a chance to respond. Because I'm Muslim,
I've said to you,
you have said a lot about Islam. Do you understand?
do me
You have
a
to
favor,
be honest.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
You went that time.
Put the victimhood and the crybaby politics to one side. You understand? I'm speaking factually to you. And I've asked you at each stage, if I'm wrong, then correct me. My argument then is this. What were the two main religions? I'm not talking about what Muhammad's people, the Quraysh, were worshipping, because we knew they were pagans. Yeah, we absolutely know that as a statement of fact that they were pagans. So, what were the two dominant religions in that area of the world at that time?
It's the Judaism and in that world, in that time.
Yeah,
actually, that particular place was, I believe, was the paganism, because these 360 idols, all the Arab, those living around, used to come there to worship. This is a big festival.
Okay.
So in Arabia, that time the biggest religion was.
Speaking truthfully is difficult for you. So I'll answer the question for you.
No.
Yeah, it's difficult for you.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Hold on.
You cannot tell me another religion existed that time. The main
I didn't say that it
religion in
didn't.
the Arab.
I said which were the two predominant religions at the time. Let me tell you how I know the answer.
Are you mean that area or the world at that time?
Speaking about
Arabia.
In Arabia. That place that we call Arabia. Just hold on a minute. I'm going to answer it for you, just so we
I
can
don't
cut the time.
know.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
I'm
I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to use Islam to prove what I say. The two predominant religions in that area of the world at the time was Judaism, do you understand, and Christianity. Those were the two predominant religions.
What do you mean by dominant? Because we want to make why I use wait.
I'm going to explain to you. You asked the question. Let me explain it to you. Simple. Dominant meaning those which were the biggest religions
you mean by numbers?
The biggest religion
dominant by numbers.
In terms of influence at that time was Judaism and Christianity.
Okay.
Let me tell you how dominant.
Do you know how many Judaism and Christianity were there? Because the pagans, 360 idols. Every community has an idol around the Kaaba. That's the all Arab used to come there pilgrimage. You understand that? That's a big people.
Let me just say to you, first and foremost, you're speaking about the Arabs. I'm speaking about the religions that were dominant. I'm going to prove it to you if you keep quiet for 20 seconds. I'm going to prove to you what the dominant religion was, and Islam will prove that what I'm saying is true. When Muhammad allegedly ran out of the cave and he went to Waraka or his wife, whichever you choose, I don't mind. And he went to Waraka. Do you know what Waraka said? He said, "You have just been spoken to by the angel Jibreel, which is Gabriel." What religion was Waraka? What religion was he?
He was a Christian. He was a Christian.
Oh, hold on. So he would have read the Christian books.
Definitely he was a Christian.
Hold on.
He was the main.
Just answer yes or no. Answer yes or no.
Yeah.
Was he a Christian?
Yeah.
That's the only reason, that he knew that it was the angel.
No, I agree with you. Christianity was there.
That's it. And so Islam unwittingly makes my point very, very clear.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That suppose, let's just say for example, let's bring it down kindergarten side. Let's say that Waraka wasn't there at the time. What would he have said had happened? Who would have spoken to him?
Are you saying no? You see, you are rebuking me now. You are rebuking. That's not good. You are saying you should apologize to the camera. No, face to the camera. Apologize to me.
Apologize, big bro.
It's a joke. So this you are assuming.
I'm not assuming anything.
You are assuming.
Everything that I've told you is factual.
Because he went to Waraka. If Waraka was a Jew, he would have went to the Jew. If Waraka, that's why you're assuming. I cannot answer you that. For me, he went to his wife. His wife took him to Waraka because Waraka and his wife are related. Do you understand that? He went to his wife, and then the wife took him to Waraka. You won't agree that, but we both agree. They went to the we both agree. They went to Waraka. So do you understand?
Let me just say to you, I don't care who he went to.
Yeah,
it was Waraka. Hold on. It was Waraka that told him that it was the angel.
Yeah, I agree with
Stop a second. Do you understand the implications of that? The implications are this, is that the God that you speak about, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who I say was not heard of. Yeah, he was not heard of. You're going to say that the Quran.
That's why I wanted to ask you the word Abdullah.
You're going to say that
the word Allah. Is that you now? You're answering my question.
Sir, can I just say to you, all Allah means.
Are you saying that time no Allah existed?
All Allah means, she was the Greek goddess, the Aphrodite.
No, the word Allah.
No,
Allah.
And it was the moon god as well. Yeah, as I said, it was Allah. The question that you can't answer me is simply this, which is why I don't like having long conversations with Muslims.
You have been,
sir. Yeah. No. Only to expose the fallacy of your argument. Okay. I'm saying to you that if Muhammad was named at birth Muhammad ibn Abdullah, slave of Allah, and yet the term Allah was not in wide use in Arabia at that time. His parents were futurologists, you understand? Or they knew something that we didn't know. Well, you think about it. How can you be a slave?
I tell you something.
Hold on one moment. How can you be a slave of something that doesn't exist yet?
I tell them something.
You only heard the term Allah. You only heard the term Allah. Well, hold on. You only heard the term Allah. Only heard it after the so-called conversation that Muhammad had.
I will answer you that. No, wait. So I will answer you that. You said Abdullah
is the prophet of God.
Our prophet's name is Muhammad. That's single name, not two names. Muhammad.
There is Muhammad ibn Abdullah.
Wait.
No serious Muslim.
No, you wait.
There is no serious Muslim.
You promise me you wait.
There is no serious Muslim.
No.
I challenge any Muslim around here to tell me that that is not true.
Wait. You are speaking Arabic. When you say Muhammad ibn Abdullah, it's not English. Do you know the meaning of those three words? Abdullah, Muhammad, ibn Abdullah. You know these three meanings? They're Arabic. They're not English. To know this, you need to understand the Arabic language. Do you understand? You are speaking Arabic now. It's not English. When you say Muhammad, it's not English. Ibn is not English. Abdullah is four words. They're not English.
Muhammad ibn Abdullah.
What does it mean?
Sir, just one moment. It means slave of Allah.
No. It means Muhammad, son of Abdullah. Ibn means son. So his father's name.
He's the son of a slave.
Exactly.
Well, let me just explain this to you. The Allah that they're speaking about, that Muslims speak about, did not exist at that time.
Why is the father of Muhammad?
Sir.
What is the father of Muhammad?
Sir,
the name of the father?
I don't care.
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah? No, I'm going to tell you because this is diversion. You understand?
I'm asking you.
Stick to the point.
I'm sticking the point.
The point is simply this.
Because you don't understand my point.
You carry on speaking.
So, Abdullah means slave
you don't want to accept the truth, bro.
Allah. Abdullah.
Let me just say to you.
Wrap it up.
You're not listening.
They send Muslims to speak. Yeah, who are not very educated.
No. Who sent me? You are lying now. You are lying. Who sent me? You were here when I came. About 4 people were here. Do you understand that?
They raise their voice anytime anyone comes with a logical argument. They raise their voice and change their voice this high, and they change the topic.
No. We are 4 people before all one
and so
came
what
here.
I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn my back on you and I'm going to speak to somebody
I don't.
who wants a
No. I thought
conversation.
you are. I've been listening to you about 20 minutes.
I don't have to talk to you.
No, but you don't. You don't. But you
can't run me over
No,
if I don't want to talk to you.
understand. But you are being honest. You are not being honest. I'm talking about you are not being honest.
Sir, can I just say to you,
You are not being honest.
yeah, if Muslims wishes to follow their faith in the way in which they will, they can. What they cannot do, which is what they seem to misunderstand, because they do not understand the concept of free speech. They do not understand people who think outside of the confines that they give to people. They will say to people, for example, they will say that in Islam there is no compunction. If there is no compunction in religion and there is no compunction in Islam, then why then do you behave the way in which you do? Because you see, one of the problems that most people have here is that they speak about Islam without understanding it. How then do they deal with somebody who does understand it? You understand? Who did follow it? You understand? Who speaks a great deal of that language? Islam, as practiced, is nonsensical. In as much the same way that if you say that you are a follower of the Baha'i faith, you can follow that. I actually think that's nonsensical. But you have a right to follow that. What you don't have a right to do is to tell me that I have to follow it, and if I don't, there may well be a chance that I might get hurt if I don't follow it. It's nonsense.
Nonsense. Total nonsense.
No. Pardon? Why not? Because you can tell.
Why not? We mean why not?
Hold on.
Why not?
I can tell you. Because you have a right. This is the concept that most Muslims can't get their heads around. You have a right to believe what you wish to believe. You don't have a right to tell me that I should believe as you believe. I don't believe what you believe.
What about if I feel like my religion is something noble? Don't you think?
Pardon?
If I believe in something that's noble,
Look,
don't you think?
let me just say to you, when my father was alive, my father used to say to me, my father used to say to me, anytime a religious person opens their mouth, they're trying to sell you something. You understand? And what it is, most Muslims, if they're honest, and there are very few honest Muslims that I've met, and that's just the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. You understand? Most of the Muslims that you meet, they will tell you, if they're honest, what their aim is. And they say this. If you were to say to a Muslim, well, why don't you go back to your own country? They say that the whole world belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what they say. The whole world belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will tell you on one hand that they believe, they will believe in peace. You understand? And how they do it. And yet this man, all he did, he had a conversation with a man, and then all of a sudden he went from Mr. Pious to God F yourself, you FNC. You understand what I'm saying to you? So on one hand, they preach this tolerance, that their book has never preached. You understand? I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it anymore. I don't. But hold on a second. First and foremost, I'm not even speaking to you. And I'll tell you the reason why. When I was in China, here's another Muslim now dressed up in his religious garb, because the world is a stage. I said, you can. I said you can. I said that you're allowed. Did anybody hear what I said? Yeah, you're allowed to practice whatever you want to practice.
Yes.
I'm just making a statement. I'm going to tell you because it's a close. I'm not. I'm speaking generally. This guy turned this time. It's on YouTube. I was sitting down in Chengdu in China, and I heard this guy say to a guy, "Don't speak to me. You're a batty man. Yeah, you're a batty man."
Yes.
And now all of a sudden you want to come and speak. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Yeah.
This is the same man that said to a man. Hold on.
Sarah.
Hold on a minute. Either I'm telling the truth or I'm not telling the truth. Let's just stand on the truth. Stand on the truth. Then the man says to a man, I've been in jail, and where I come from, if somebody speaks about the Prophet, he knows man them who will shot them. They can talk like that to man them who are some idiots. You understand? They can chat to man like that who's idiots. What if you're not an idiot? Then you're going to have to back that talk up. You're going to have to back that talk up. And this is what I'm saying to you. My view, and I'll say it again. If you wish to be Muslim, that is fine. I'm not here to tell you shouldn't be Muslim. If you want to be Christian, I'm not here to tell you that you're not to be Muslim. But most people don't understand that what they do, Hyde Park is not what Hyde Park was. Hyde Park, as I said, has become an open-ear mosque, and what they wish to do is to come here every week and proselytize. There is nothing wrong with that, but I don't accept it.
Me neither.
And so certain people who come with that wicked talk and tell people that man's going to get shot, they can't chat to me. Them boy.
That's true. Yeah, big bro.
Can't chat to me. Can't chat to me. Stop. You don't know what democracy is. Come on, God. I'm sorry. So don't worry. Because you're going to tell me that I'm back and I'm you understand? I'll bring that noise. I'm telling you I'm sorry. Big bro. I'll bring that noise. I don't want to. You've been in jail. Don't mean nothing to me.
Yes, I was in jail.
Yes, you did.
You're a liar.
On video.
You're a liar.
Run away. Be scared. Run away.
And now, this is what happens now. You see the nervous.
You speak so much. You speak liar. You're a liar.
This man told the man.
I know you're a liar. You're a liar. You're coming for this. You're coming for this. You're a liar. You're a liar. Are you a liar? You're a liar. You're a bastard. You're a liar. You're a liar. I will say come and show me.
You're
a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Are you a liar? You're
And one of the reasons why. Okay,
liar.
You're an idiot. Sir, you're an idiot. Sir, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You can't call that. You call that. You're an idiot. Sir, you're an idiot. And this is what you lot do all the time because people don't follow what you say. Anytime, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Go away. And this is what happens.
Yeah, all the time.
This happens
all the time.
Okay, before you run.
All the time.
Okay, before you run. Stop running. Why are you running for?
Go debate.
You're like, why are you
Go debate. Go debate. Go debate, bro.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Who did I say I'm going to shoot?
You said to Sarah that he's a batty man.
Why?
Sir, hold on 1 second.
Why?
1 minute. When a man,
No,
because I'm telling you, if you told me that, I'd war with you.
Okay, war with
Yeah, I'm
me.
just telling you, brother.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, sir.
Okay.
Hear what I'm saying. When somebody goes to engage in an argument with somebody, and the first thing that this person says is, hold on, you're a batty man. I'm not trying to. You can say what you want.
Speak.
I don't want that conversation.
What are you running for? Speak to me.
No, listen.
Speak to me. You're a coward.
No,
You're a coward. Where's the camera?
No.
I want my face.
Sure.
I know I'm not.
No, don't do
I'm not going to. Are you not forgetting? Take him off. Brothers, stop it. Brothers, we don't need it. Brothers, we don't fight.